Hi everyone, thank you for joining me once again. So I've been getting a lot of questions about how you're combining ancient mythologies and research with contemporary art and why it is important. Let's talk about it. When I find inspiration in something like ancient mythologies, ancient stories, figures or characters of goddesses, prophets, warriors, it is something that I want to take into art that I'm creating these days and to see how I'm creating something which is bridging the gap between something very ancient and our days. And more than that, I want to ask the question of why it is relevant to. So basically, what I want to do is to invite someone into a journey in which I can help them to learn things along the way, even if it's a short journey. So it's a bit of a story like where I'm inviting you in. For example, I have a poem called Wolves, and it goes like this. The wolves are howling tonight. May I run with them. I will be back by first light to start my day like nothing has occurred last night, as if I did not run with the wolves. The wolves are howling tonight. May I join them? So first off, I'm choosing the time. The time is definitely the night. The wolves are howling. It has a mystical feeling into it, which I want to place the reader in because I am drawing inspiration from characters like Anat, the goddess of war, or night goddesses. And I want to create this wild feeling in which the person can reveal new things about himself or herself. So what I'm doing is inviting them to join the journey. Now, I'm not saying specifically the name of the character. I'm writing a modern poem inspired by them. But by doing so, I'm asking how do certain qualities that this character has could be relevant for today and for a personal growth or a journey that a person is taking. Many of the mythologies, the folklore, the old stories, we used to consume them as poems because it was easier to remember them so. And even now when I'm conducting research and I want to learn about those characters, obviously I have a lot of information missing that was lost throughout history. But by creating modern art such as poetry, I can combine the two and ask how those characters are relevant to what I'm experiencing these days. I will share more poems as we go along, but I do encourage you to think of something which inspires you, even if it's very ancient and within the mythologies. Choose one quality, such as wolves, night, something that you can work around. Don't try to grasp anything you know about this character and put it in one short poem, but try to find this one quality and run with it. For example, I also have a poem called Witching Hour. So obviously it's inspired by witches and priestesses, and the one thing that I'm taking them is the witching hour. Sometimes it's midnight, in other cultures it's the time of the sunset. And what I'm saying is, this is my witching hour. At midnight, gravity will draw me into my power. I welcome the night with flames of fire. This is my witching hour. As I bath in chaos created by me, I find myself growing into everything I ever wished to be. Time is meaningless, and finally I can see. So I laugh with my fears and I set my tears free. This is my witching hour. At midnight, gravity will draw me into my power. I welcome the night with flames of fire. This is my witching hour. So here too, I choose one thing and I run with it. And I'm inviting you into the journey. I'm not saying obvious things such as this is a poem about witches. Obviously it does. But I want you to find a place where you are hooked and you can do the link with something that you're experiencing and how you could actually take this ancient quality and find it relevant to your life today. So, if you're creating, following something which inspires you, mythologies, stories, folklore, do share it with me. We would love to see it. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.